Hello Swapper Shoppers! Welcome to a new video. If you haven't already seen, this channel is all about matching the cheaper products at supermarkets versus their big brand equivalents. And today, in 28-degree heat, I'm sweating already, I'm going to be boiling the kettle and matching up the pot noodle curry version versus Tesco's hearty food. I mean, firstly, why are they different colours? Who thought that was a good idea? Surely you'd want to do the same colour. Is this trademark? Can you trademark a colour? We're about to find out. You know, viewers, I haven't had a pot noodle in many years. Probably at least 5 years, I'd say, since I've had a pot noodle for my lunch. But I'm deciding to have it before my tea, in the middle of a heat wave, effectively, 28 degrees. But I'm doing this for you. You're welcome. So I need to find out what the prices are. One moment. It would help if I was organised, wouldn't it? Right, so your pot noodle, which is your standard version. This is not the king one. This is just the standard one. So it's supposed to be £1.10, but I managed to get it for 75p. Bargain, right? And the hearty food version was weirdly 54p. 54p. Who makes up these prices? Why not 55p? Why not 50p? Why not 60p? We'll never know. But they've decided it's 54p. And apparently there's an allergy update, so we'll have a look at that as well. So, pot noodles, right? So effectively they're just noodles with a sachet of powder, and you put boiling water in, and there's your meal. Usually very popular with students or people on a budget, so this is perfect for you guys. So let's have a look. I want to see how many grams. So we've got 90 grams in the standard pot noodle, only 70 grams in the hearty food one. Now it's weird because they have made the pot, as you can see, pretty much the same size. You wouldn't know the difference, but I'm going to find out which one actually tastes better. There isn't a huge deal of difference with the price for these, surprisingly. There's only so much you can really do with a pot noodle, so I imagine that's probably why the price is very similar. It's just noodles with a little powder sachet. Now I've just realised that I've pulled this off. You actually have to cover it, right? You know, you can tell I haven't done a pot noodle for a while. Right, let's try that one. So, and the spicy curry flavour. I want to just see what the different... Oh, you barely get any in this one. Right, so I'll try not to break this lid. Right, so this is how much you get in the hearty food one. I would say it's about a third full. I'd say a third full is generous. And this is how full the pot noodle is. Obviously, there's a sachet at the top, of course. But someone actually did, I think it was a TikTok or like a YouTube video about pot noodles. So it looks like it's half full, right? But what you're actually missing is that the noodles are slightly raised. You can't feel it, but the noodles are actually raised slightly. So they actually start about here, and there's a gap. And especially prevalent on the King version, the gap is even bigger. So you basically get the same amount of noodles, it's just a bigger gap, and you put a bit more water in. Weird, right? I think what the idea is that the water goes through to the bottom, and it helps create like a little pool of water. The noodles slide down, and that way it helps evenly coat the noodles. Pretty clever, but also pretty deceiving, because you think you're getting more than you actually are. Okay, so I'm going to smell them because, you know, it's curry, so there should be a really strong smell. I'll move that so that I can't smell it. It smells of curry. Not that much, though. There's the peas in this. Yes, there's peas and carrots by the looks of it. Okay, let's try this one. So I'm going to remove the sachet and just smell this. It just smells sweeter. I'd argue, actually, that one smells more of curry. Yeah, this is a more authentic curry that you might be used to. This is really sweet. It smells like curry with a bit of mango chutney mixed in. So let's have a look at the calories, because I want to know what I'm eating, of course. So the Tesco version is 100 grams is 106 calories. Why can't they just tell you the actual... There we go. So the whole pot prepared is 306 calories. I don't understand how that works. That doesn't make any sense, right? So on the back, it says per 100 grams is 106 calories. Yeah, the eagle-eyed viewers amongst you will have realised it's a 70-gram pot. So it should be, in theory, about 70 calories. But it's not, it's 306. How does that work? Because it says each pot, in brackets, 290 grams, but it's only 70 grams. So I don't understand how that works. Apparently the water adds, what, 200 calories? Let's see if it's a similar story with the pot noodle. Okay, so per pot, 415 calories. Woo! So a little bit more calories, so about a third more calories. And does it say per 100 grams as well? Yeah, per 100 grams, 136 calories. That doesn't make any sense. It says this pot contains one portion after preparation with water. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but water has no calories. So how are they generating all these extra calories? I don't understand that. If you've worked that out, please let me know, because that doesn't make any sense to me. Right, enough talking. I'm going to get boiling water in. I'm going to let them simmer. What do they do? Just sit there, mix it through, and I'll show you the taste test. So swappers, I've left them for a couple of minutes. I then stirred them, removed the lids. I've added the mango sauce to the pot noodle because you don't actually get any with the Tesco one. And I'm going to ignore the fact that this was on club card offer because it's normally £1.10. So £1.10, 54p. Immediate noticing that this is very thick. It's a very thick sauce. It recommends that you only add a little bit of sauce to water, sorry, and it makes it very thick. This, you add quite a bit of water in, makes it very, very runny, and it smells very mango-y now. It's really, really sweet. Whereas this smells of actual curry. It smells more of like a takeaway curry, and this smells like just artificial. I'm going to try the Tesco one first. I've never tried the Tesco pot noodle, as far as I can remember anyway. Right, let's give it a try. I think the closest I've tried is I tried a cheaper chicken and pot noodle. I think that's on the channel, but I didn't actually sit and show you. I just told you what I thought. Might have to redo that one. Okay, here's go. Oh, that's quite strong curry, actually. It's got quite a kick to it. Oh, yeah. That's nice. And I prefer that the noodles are all chopped up. That's so much tastier than I expected. For 54p. Very hot. Ooh. I would genuinely eat that for a lunch. That is really nice. With a bit of bread and butter, put the pot noodle in the sandwich. Oh, pot noodle sandwich. Yes. That's a good contender. But maybe once I've tried the pot noodle again, maybe I'll think that's awful. So let's give this one a try. I know that I'm going to get this all over me, and I'm really, really worried. Right. Try a little bit, because it looks very hot. Noodles are obviously longer. They are soft. They have kind of softened through. It tastes so much like sugary. I'm going to have to check the sugars in a second. To be fair, it is a nice strong curry taste. It's not the traditional type of curry that you'd expect. Like if I go back to this one. Oh yeah, that's a much richer flavour, much more rich curry sauce. Right, let's check the sugars. 5.8 grams of sugar in the pot noodle. 1.5 grams of sugar. Wow. 4 grams of sugar difference. I could tell that the pot noodle definitely was a lot more sugary, but I didn't expect that much. And I mean, considering this is just noodles in water with a bit of powder, that sugar does actually make the difference. It's nice. But, no, the noodles aren't very tasty, to be honest. Especially if you run out of sauce, because it being quite runny, the sauce disappears quite quickly in your mouth. So you're left with the dry noodle. Whereas this one, because the sauce is quite thick. That is genuinely really nice. I was not expecting that. Oh, I could just sit in it. I might even sit and eat the rest of this, you know, because it is that good. Oh, that's beautiful. No, I know my result already. Do you know what? Pot noodles used to be the thing that people raved about. They're like, oh, I love a pot noodle for lunch, like as a teenager or something. No, I wouldn't. I'd go with this. 54p, you don't have to worry about club card offers. Absolutely brilliant. I'd argue it's better for you because it's 100 calories less, 4 grams of sugar less. The sauce is much thicker, much richer, packs more flavour. If you want it more runny, you could add a little bit more water. But I've just followed the instructions. They both have carrot and peas in. Yes, you don't get the kind of mango sauce, but I don't think it needs a mango sauce. I'd imagine actually that's where a lot of the sugar comes from. I imagine there's a lot of sugar in that sauce. Yep, I would say, would I swap to the Tesco Hearty Food Curry Pot Noodle? Definitely. That is a winner for me. If you want to see me go through the other pot noodles, so remember there's like chicken and mushroom and there's some other ones that I think we can give a try as well. They're not just from Tesco, I think Asda does their own variant that I've tried before. I imagine Sainsbury's will. Let me know if there's a better pot noodle than the OG pot noodle. Let me know and I'll give it a try. But in the meantime, I'm going to sit and eat this. Brilliant. Right, until the next video, swappers, please subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Check out our recent videos if you want to see more. And I'll see you in the next video. Ciao for now.